Okay, well, welcome. My name is Major Nelson. We'll get the thing started here. We'll start by talking about the significance of the event. The bar pinning ceremony is a time-honored tradition that signifies a new officer joining the profession of arms. The ceremony is a visible transformation from cadet to officer. A commissioned officer must administer the oath of office to the new lieutenant and swear that they'll support and defend the Constitution of the United States. As such, each newly commissioned officer becomes an agent of the executive branch of government, appointed by the President. The pinning of the second lieutenant rank is a visible sign of this appointment and the commitment made by the officer. So please maintain proper decorum and respect as we proceed through the ceremony. So I wanted to start just kind of informally talking about Nick. So we know Nick's going to be a medical service officer. So I looked some stuff up since I don't know much about the medical services. So the Army Medical Department of the U.S. Army, known as AMED and formerly the Army Medical Service, comprises the Army's 6 medical branches or corps of officers and enlisted members. Both the AMED and the Army Medical Corps trace its origins back to July 27, 1775, when the Continental Congress established the Army Hospital, which was at that time overseen by the Director General and Chief Physician. Congress provided an Army medical organization only in times of war or emergency until 1818, at which point it created the Medical Department. The Army Nurse Corps was originated in 1901, the Dental Corps in 1911, the Veterinary Corps in 1916, and the Medical Service Corps in 1917. And then the Army Medical Specialist Corps came into existence in 1947. The Medical Service Corps consists of commissioned and warrant officers. Members are required to hold at least a bachelor's degree before receiving a commission. The Medical Service Corps has the greatest range of duties performed by personnel. These duties include administrative and support duties such as healthcare administrators, health service officers in operational units, healthcare controllers, healthcare informatics officers, patient administrators, health service human resource managers, and a whole lot of other things that I'll keep reading. What I want to say was I met Nick first as his math instructor in Calculus 2, no less. He was the type of student that always went above and beyond most students in the course. In fact, sometimes I wish he would have just pressed the I believe button and just let me keep going with the class. But Nick was the type of guy who said, no, I need to understand this. I need you to explain it in just a little bit more detail. And so that was Nick. I knew he would always, he wouldn't quit until he completely understood the topic. In retrospect, I wish I had more students like Nick. He really was great. He eventually earned an A+ in the math class, which is not a very easy thing to do. Nick was one of my most engaged students during my weekly Army Friday lectures, of which most of my course end feedback talks about the military Friday lectures and not about the math. So I appreciate Nick always being observant and asking questions about that. Then we also overlapped during Cadet Leader Development Training, CLDT. I was Nick's platoon trainer for that summer that most cadets are really just not excited to go to, but Nick was fired up. He had a bit of a leg injury during the thing, and most students probably would have said, hey, I'm just going to take the medical drop and I'll do it again next summer. But Nick fought through it every single day for the 3 weeks of the field problem. I'd let him get in the Humvee when his leg had swelled up so much he couldn't walk. But then when it came time for mission and we had to go basically engage with some of the opposing forces on the training event, Nick said, no, I'm not riding, I'm walking. And he carried his load as much as anybody else, never gave up. Always gave 110%, and that's what I know about Nick, and that's why I know he's going to do great things in the Medical Service Corps. He'll do BOLIC at Fort Sam Houston, Texas, and we'll follow on to Fort Stewart, Georgia. And I couldn't be more proud of him, and I know your family is very proud of you too. I wanted to recognize the immediate family that's here: Mother Sharon, his father Edward, sister Annalise, girlfriend Kelly Fessler is here as well. Welcome. Extended family, grandmother Becky Dixon and grandfather Smiley Dixon, Aunt Shauna and great uncle Billy Smiley, second cousin Kevin Dixon, and his spouse Lori Dixon. I think there's a couple other family members.
It's Smiley. Kevin is Lori Smiley.
Oh, okay, Lori Smiley.
And my brother.
Oh, and your brother.
There's a girlfriend.
But just want to welcome all your family here, and it's really a great honor to have you guys here. So what I'd like to do is bring up whoever's going to do the pinning.